and a nomadic family is migrating in the desert. We must find a safe place to live as soon as possible. The man parked his car diagonally on the hillside. Carefully move your lifelong savings out of the car. Decided to build a home on the slope in front of us. A man uses a large iron shovel to clean up the mud and sand on the ground. The 5-year-old child has also started helping with the situation. Soon, the family of 4 had a flat surface. My wife has already started a fire and cooked by the side. But the family is very satisfied with the new environment. Gather and drink tea directly on the ancestral carpet. However, long-term residence requires a home. Fortunately, there is still a large amount of wood left after the demolition of the previous room. Directly dig a machine pit on the ground. Insert wood as a pillar frame. At the same time, stones are used to reinforce the foundation columns, because triangles have stability. So 4 pillars were used as the framework. Just enough to serve as a support for the crossbeam. Build the framework of the entire eaves. To further reinforce, iron wire is used for binding. Even if the earth moves and the mountains shake, it can remain as stable as an old dog. Men consider wind, rain, and privacy. Directly surround the 82-year-old carpet around the frame. For the convenience of entry and exit, a large gate has also been reserved. Eating and drinking spicy food on outdoor carpets during the day. You can hide in the house and sleep safely at night. The kerosene lamp and bonfire gave the family a strong sense of security. Boiling water for breakfast is filled with the atmosphere of human fireworks. My wife thoughtfully made an exclusive pancake for the nomads. Lay a solid foundation for today's work. And men, in order to meet the water needs of their families, I traveled thousands of miles to the market and collected a huge iron drum. Transport to the only truck at home. But unfortunately, the weight of the iron bucket is astonishing. Fortunately, passers-by from nomadic tribes are willing to lend a helping hand. Only then can it be smoothly placed on a shield not far from home. Just install a water outlet faucet. You can come here on weekdays to conveniently fetch water and water. But who knew that as soon as they arrived at the desert, a rare rain began to fall. This is very happy for a family that lacks water. But in order to collect rainwater and place fruits and vegetables, the man was singing while excavating near his residence. Saw wood at varying lengths and suitable lengths for construction. Then dig a deep pit as well. The overall structure is similar to the previous temporary shelter. While having oversized eaves, we also added a platform in the middle. The storage rack made of wooden boards is very sturdy. Not only can it store regular bone-scraping vegetables and tools, the fine branches and grass above can also provide shelter from wind and rain. As a temporary shelter, it is more than enough. But we still need to continue building a dream home for men. But in order to comfortably accommodate the next family of 4, a man is digging a pit on flat ground beside him. Insert the randomly picked branches into it, pressing rocks with roadside stones. Greatly shortened construction time. After completing the left and right pillars, you can set up a crossbeam above. Lay the big black tent cloth on top again. The 4 feet are pulled apart with ropes and inserted into the soil with nails, firmly pressed down with huge stones. The other holes supported by tree branches support the entire large black tent fabric above. The formed shade is just enough to rest. Measure the stones tied to the ground with ropes. Next, you can clean the internal floor. Just lay down the ancestral velvet carpet. Even if relatives and friends come from afar, it can be easily greeted as a large living room. This luxurious mansion in the mountains is not something that anyone who looks at is envious of. You can use your own goats to entertain guests. Make meat skewers for simple outdoor grilling. Some unique Iranian snacks and delicacies are also essential. Let relatives and friends taste it and praise it repeatedly. However, in order to raise their own mountain flock of sheep, men have to open up new land near their homes. Insert the wooden railing in the same way as before. You can use the wire mesh bought from the market. Fix it with wire. But it can accommodate 20 or 30 little goats. Nomads are also very wealthy, and we must take good care of these goats. After all, they are the only source of livelihood. After resolving the issue of housing for their own flock of sheep, considering that it is not convenient for a family to use the restroom, right behind a natural mountain stone. Use 5 pieces of wood to enclose an area. There is also a reserved water outlet pipe below. Just place the pit above. We can complete the construction of luxury toilets. The man still thoughtfully built a wooden wall around the toilet. But it also requires patience to cut out wooden pieces of the same length. Use iron nails to fix the wooden wall in place. Finally, dig a big hole not far away. And the pit position is fixed with cement. Make the entire toilet quite explosive in the desert. Finally, use a piece of cloth as a cover. The most luxurious toilet within a radius of 10 kilometers has been completed. But men still need to continue building for their new home. That day, the man planned to expand his bedroom. After extending 2 crossbeams from the eaves, the ground is supported by pillars. Wood was laid above as the framework for the eaves, to prevent the family from being exposed to the scorching sun. A layer of sand net was laid on the eaves. Simply fix it with nails. You can obtain container-sized activity space. The men moved all the large stones nearby to the surroundings of the house. Mud mixed with hard stones, having incredibly hard stone walls, and I want to further strengthen labor. We must exchange some cement with goats at the market. Apply cement evenly to the surface with an air knife. A man who has a certain pursuit of aesthetics. Scratch out neat diamond patterns on the countertop. Not only can it prevent cement from bursting under the scorching sun, even our own buddies can't put it down. Although simple, it is very practical. The entire muddy ground is also coated with cement. Make the entire home environment full of industrial style. And this stove only needs to light the firewood. Can provide warmth and safety to family members throughout the day. Even wild beasts in the mountains can be deterred. A man with great design talent started building stairs along the contour lines. Wrap stones around the steps and climb up smoothly. The excess cement can just be applied to the steps. Make the way in and out of the house safer and more ceremonial. A more comfortable home environment. Even my wife's freshly baked pancakes taste better. After eating and drinking, it seems that there is still a lot of excess material left. We built a small toilet not far away with honeycomb bricks and cement. Actually, it's also very buried. However, for a nomadic family, it is already very high-end. Boiler room and hot water are readily available. This is also a very comfortable treatment in the wilderness. Finally, had a plastic sheet. The whole family now has the privilege of taking a shower at any time. To celebrate this comfortable nomadic lifestyle, find a few underground machines to stay in the dormitory. Let the children taste their bodies. The family gained a rare reunion and relaxation. The entire room is now fully functional. Very comfortable for a nomadic family. The men also decided to go out and take a stroll in the market.